EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. On third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who does.
Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, 38 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Ryan will throw again. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On second down, Freeman. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Let's go. Gun. Ready. Ready.
45. To throw on third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Left. Ready. 12.
Now Ryan on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Now the pitch to Freeman. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun. Ready. 11.
To throw again, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, let's go.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
20, 25, 21, 22.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
11. Hey, let's go.
Ryan. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get up.
Here's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Here's Ryan to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Throwing again, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And now running right through it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, it's Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 62 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. He finds Coleman. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
There we go. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Ryan. Being chased out left. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Bryant tacks on the extra point. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
54, south.
On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And this is now a one-point game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Second and 10 now, Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first down, Ryan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is...
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Ryan on second down. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
4th down. Here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Ryan. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. On
2nd down, Ryan Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set him back 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, that's Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And here now come the Falcons. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. To throw on second down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Ryan now, since coming back out of the locker room, it's 1st and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Gun! 12.
Now Ryan on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brooks Reed in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. This one caught by Ridley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, gun. 21.
Play action. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Brooks Reed in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 29 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.